Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Legitimate Enterprises. I am Lazybones, your game master. First off, I want to apologize for ending early last week. I bumped into some technical difficulties on my end, meaning my internet crapped out, so what are you gonna do? So anyway, let's go around real quick and introduce our cast and crew of the show. So if you wouldn't mind telling us who you are, who you're playing, and what your favorite minor character from Star Wars is, or who your favorite minor character from Star Wars is. There's a lot of them. So let's go ahead and start with you, Aaron. Who are you, who you're playing, and who is your favorite minor Star Wars character?
I'm Duncan Hunter. I'm playing Aaron Gunner, the human bounty hunter. I think that growing up, my favorite minor character in Star Wars was always, I think it's like, I believe R247. I'm trying to remember his name. He was Obi-Wan Kenobi's astromech droid during the
R4.
prequels.
R4.
R4
Yeah.
died tragically.
Rip and rip.
He deserved better. But he fought valiantly for the forces of democracy. And he was a good droid.
Excellent. Oh, I have them backwards. Yeah, so let's go with Exel. Who are you? Who are you playing? And I just realized that the two of you are backwards in the stream overlay because I'm technically proficient at live streaming.
No. Necro is playing Echo.
Yeah,
we've playing Exel.
We've had a change in casting.
The role of Necro will today be played by...
Yes.
Okay, but body swap episode when?
Look, all good animes have a body swap episode and a beach episode, so I can confirm nor deny that either of those are coming down the pipe. Okay, well, Necro, who are you and who are you playing, and who is your favorite minor Star Wars character?
I am Necro. I am playing Exil, the Zabrak sharpshooter, despite what the stream says at the moment. And I think... See, it gets a little blurry when you choose someone from the Clone Wars, because they're pretty good at, like, giving characters a decent amount of screen time when they show up.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my favorite minor characters are technically Domino Squad.
Okay.
Because they only had, like, 2 episodes for about half of them.
I dig it.
But I really liked them a lot.
Domino Squad, best boys.
They're very good.
All right, and JL, who are you? Who are you playing, and who's your favorite minor character?
Yeah, I'm JL Holloway for Hall Hideaway Online, and I am playing Echo. My favorites from Legends got to be Jedi Master Karan Horn, even though he did get his own book eventually, but
excellent.
He was always my favorite.
And once again, I am Lazybones, the resident game master here, and my favorite minor character is from the Clone Wars TV show, and it is Gungi, the Wookiee paladin, because he is the cutest.
Haven't gotten there yet.
Yes, he is the cutest thing ever. All right, so
I see. Just forget about me.
Oh right, apologies. Apologies. I'm looking for faces, and you're just a voice that comes out of the void, much like in my dreams.
I mean, that's what I'm like in real life, too. It's fine. Necro can confirm. I am a faceless void.
Yes. So, Kelsey, who are you? Who are you playing, and who's your favorite Star Wars minor character?
I'm Kelsey, the faceless void. I'm playing Pharrell, the Trandoshan Doctor. And, God, that makes me sound like an Eldritch Horror. Sorry. My favorite minor Star Wars character is 2Do360, Cad Bane's Techno Service Droid.
Oh,
Rest in peace.
I love him so much.
poor thing.
Rest in pieces, excuse me.
Rude.
And Aaron, I believe you have volunteered yourself to recap what happened last week.
He's,
Yes,
he's
I
our,
did.
our recurrent recapper. You just got that good action voice, okay?
Previously on Legitimate Enterprises, the crew arrived on Delang 3, a modest with a sorry, the crew arrived in the system of Delang 3, where they went to Delang City, which is located on the planet of Delang 3. There's a lot of Delang levels here.
That's how Star Wars works.
There, after a brief shopping trip and a trip to the bar for Jix, Aaron, Gunner, and Echo, the crew managed to get themselves hired by one Marcus Lydia Mertz. Some scouting from Vrel and Gunner revealed that Marcus was delivering weapons, which were far more dangerous than they had anticipated delivering in the first place. But they decided to go forward anyways. Meeting Marcus, they mounted a speeder truck to ship the goods, and as they set out onto those old Delang City roads, which I think are moderately well upkept, they were set upon by several speeders and a couple of other trucks, seemingly going after their goods. This is getting a little heavier. Is it heavier than we signed on for? We knew the risks. And then, suddenly, everything went black. And the world seemed to end spontaneously in a terrible cataclysm that was called the Disconnection. That brings us up to where we are.
Yeah. All right. So let's get some Destiny rolling here. So go ahead and everyone roll me a force die and see where we land for our Destiny pool.
Don't forget obligation.
And I will not forget obligation this time.
Yay, darkness!
High five.
Darkness, my old friend. Goodness gracious.
All right. 5 dark.
So many
1
dark.
light, and I'll roll 1 for our absent friend Jix. All right. There we go.
Oh Lord.
Yes, the last member of our crew is the incomparable Drake Finney playing Jix Cho, the Pantoran smuggler, who has a lot of real life obligations right now. He has a very, very high obligation score, so
The universe conspires against us. once
yes, we wish him luck while he figures out everything that he has to figure out in his real personal issues. So, we love you, Drake. Hope to see you back on the show. All right, so, and we're going to have an obligation roll. And because I don't have my phone near me, I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, which is roll a d100. 1 for the 10 slot, and a 0. All right,
I like
cool.
how the old-fashioned way is using the program,
Yes.
not rolling the dice you have.
But then I have to get my dice out. It's a whole laborious process.
Use my fingers.
Use
and
my fingers.
My eyes.
What? No. That's some bullshit.
All right, who's it hitting?
Yes, that hits Exul's obligation.
Great.
Ripping?
Yep. So everyone go ahead and decrease your strain threshold by 1, except for Exul, who decreases his strain threshold by 2. Mm-hmm.
Lucky me.
Lucky you. Let me look at your character sheet here real quick, so I can remind myself of what it is specifically. All right. There we go. All right. So, yes, like Aaron recapped before, where we last left off, the party was driving down a highway in a big, clunky speeder truck that was whose cargo hold was filled to the brim with a bunch of dangerous-looking weapons. The delivery seemed to have been going pretty well before the cataclysm came. And where we last left off, they were being pursued, it seemed like, by another speeder truck and 2 speeder bikes. So, remind me where everyone was in the truck. I believe Echo, who is filling in Exul's slot right now on the stream overlay, because I'm a great content producer, is in the driver's seat with his
Yep.
little pedal extenders.
Jix is asleep beside me.
Yeah, Jix has got his feet kicked up on the dashboard in the passenger seat, and then it was Vrel, Exil, and Aaron in the back. Correct? Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
With Exel sitting in the middle of the two of them.
Yes.
Just say we specified. I didn't go over it in the summary, but there's some workplace tension going on. We really got to contact HR, which I think is just Vogue, but I think she just hits you. I'm not sure what the HR situation on the ship is.
Volk and Vrel are probably not the best of friends.
Well, human, it's SR for sentient relations. That's the
Valid,
that-
yeah.
That's the Star Wars term.
The complaint
Not
box
my
just moves
empire.
into a
Yeah.
shredder.
And then it spits out a little card that says "Suck it up."
Actually, it just says.
Yeah. All right. So let's get from Echo. Let's get an easy piloting check, and don't forget the setback from the handling of the truck. So it's an easy piloting with 2 setbacks.
You remember what my piloting is? There it is. All right.
Hello, the Scrub Hub? Awesome.
Alrighty.
Oh, right here.
Okay. So you managed to finagle the truck through the traffic. Are you doing this like stealthily? Are you trying to like key them that you don't know?
Everybody told Echo this was just a straight run, so he's just driving.
Okay, so he's just driving. Pardon my dog barking. So you managed to finagle your way through traffic. You know, weaving left and right. Echo is unaware, as far as I recall, that he's being followed. Has anyone filled Echo in on the situation?
Yeah, I thought we had calmed up to the front at the very end, like the last thing we did before everything cut out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I suppose we can come in on that then.
Yeah. So let's get someone coming up to the front.
How many are there again?
There is a truck that seems to be following you that is also being accompanied by 2 speeder bikes. They seem to be moving in formation, which kind of gives them away that they're a group.
All right.
Yeah, that's what
Vrel
I'm
will
for.
come in and with a quiet. There's 3 on our tail. A truck and 2 bikes.
Are they hostile?
Most likely, but not yet. Keep your composure.
A
The
little bit of white knuckle.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was like hits a bump. You hit a pretty, even though it's a hover truck, you still hit a pretty.
Somehow.
Yeah, you still hit a pretty big pothole in the.
Spatial potholes.
Yeah, look, what makes a speeder is that the wheels are just invisible. So, so you hit a
It's,
you hit a,
localized gravity wells caused by interference in the space-time warp. It's pretty technical, but point is the government should be fixing it better.
yes. So you hit a pothole in the highway, and it causes like a jolt for everyone, and it kind of causes you to like swerve out of control a little bit, and other speeders are pretty upset. But otherwise,
How busy is the road? Because it's pretty late at night, right?
yeah, it's not super busy, but this is a pretty big city of about well, it's not a huge city compared to like Coruscant, but by modern day standards this is a huge city of several 100 million people.
Wow.
Yeah. So, as you hit that bump, you slow down a little bit, and that's what I'm spending the thread on, is you're slowing down, and the truck and the 2 speeder bikes get a little closer. Anyone in the back can go ahead and give me a medium. No, it's be easy now because they're closer. You can go ahead and give me an easy perception check to go ahead.
thing.
A easy perception check with a setback.
What does the setback do to?
Setback is due to darkness.
I ignore that with my scanner monocle.
Your scanner
I'd
monocle.
imagine it allows me to see in
Yes.
dim lighting conditions.
Excellent.
Indubitably.
It's not that kind of monocle.
Do it.
Oh, but it is now.
Actually, I did do it on a picture, but I'll see if I can find it.
Let's see. Looks like you forgot your difficulty die there, Varel.
Oh, I just succeed. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I don't have any difficulty.
Dude.
It's
I
not
thought you
difficult.
said. I thought you said I missed up simple and easy. Hold on.
No
Let me
worries. I rolled it for you. It was a
Oh.
blank, so
Oh, okay,
Excellent.
good. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Sorry about that.
no worries. So yeah, so as they get closer, you notice that driving the truck is an Aqualish, and
Another one.
Yeah, another one. And sitting next to him is a Weequay who's like smoking a cigarette in the cab. But dangling
Notorious bastards.
yeah, exactly. Dangling from the rear view mirror is a symbol that is hanging, and you would recognize this symbol as the sigil of a local Hut Kashyyyk, which is like
Oh.
Hut clan. And they seem to be clothing in.
I think I'm going to avoid mentioning that for fear of throwing off Echo anymore at the moment, but that's good to know.
So they're closing in even more. At this point, I would say, because range bands get wonky between personal and vehicle scales, but for range bands wise, you would be in medium range if you're trying to fire personal weapons. So, just a tip.
I think I will come up to the front.
There's
Is
like
there any way?
yeah, there's a little door that separates the cab from the back of the truck.
Keep an eye out for any way we could lose them.
Oh, okay. What does Echo see ahead of us?
And there's a highway with like exits.
And this highway is like a straight shot to our destination, wasn't it?
More or
less.
less. Like you're gonna stay on this for several dozen miles, and then you're gonna go through some back roads to the delivery point. So getting off now would just mean it takes longer to get there. If you would like to go ahead and start losing them, you could go ahead and make me a medium streetwise check if you're trying to shake them.
All right, yeah, that'll work. All right.
Oh man, a lot of threat.
How threatening.
How threatening. Okay. So, Echo, you pull one of those moves where it's like you're in the left lane of a highway and then you realize your exit's coming up, so you just have to like yeet yourself across 6 lanes of traffic to get over to the to an exit. Like cutting people off. And let's see, I'm gonna force the truck.
Mike, could one of the aliens that are driving go?
Yeah. Ejuta.
God.
Is there a very angry dog? A very dangerous dog.
Yeah, dangerous
A
Doug.
small but vicious dog.
Dangerous Doug. That's going to be the name of my next ship.
Captained by a Doug pilot
Yep.
named Doug.
Doug the Doug. All right,
Anyways.
so as Echo yeets himself across 6 lanes of traffic, the truck just manages to barely make it. And now I should roll for the speeder bikes as well.
So us in the back, just like, what the fuck?
Excuse me?
A clunky.
Let's see. That's the first one. Well, he doesn't make it. Not that he crashes, he just doesn't make the exit.
Not exactly what I meant, but this works.
And the other one makes it. So as you start going up this exit, you see one of the speeder bikes just like keeps on down the highway, but the truck and the truck and the other speeder bike are still in pursuit. And now it's very clear that these guys are after you, because after you pull this crazy maneuver, these guys pulled the exact same maneuver.
A truck and one speeder.
Yeah,
are
truck and one
following.
speeder bike.
So I'm assuming I see the one speeder go by.
Yeah, you do see one of the speeder bikes, kind of shoot on down. The
Was
highway.
that the tail? Are we good?
Not good enough.
I did not read the section on piloting recently. I'm going to try to make it go faster.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, so I mean, you
Honk
can
the horn. That'll
yeah,
work.
you can increase your speed. The max speed on this truck is 2, so you're just going at 1 right now. So you can go even faster, but to push it beyond that, you need a talent called Full Throttle.
All right. So yeah, I'm just going to go up to 2 speed then.
Okay, so as you floor it, the sound of the engines grow even louder as it kind of whines and tries to like push the big mass of this truck forward. The other speeder, the other truck behind you, just seems to have no difficulty in matching your speed, as well as the speeder bike. They are sticking right up your exhaust port. Excuse me.
We were ordered. We were not. It was not indicated in the job description that we had to not be followed. They're tailing us, but are they gonna shoot at us yet?
The truck right now looks like it's trying to close the gap right now, but it's not quite fast enough.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I mean, I can shoot them at medium range, but I feel like it's irresponsible just to start shooting. It's probably irresponsible to start shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good at shooting, though.
You are pretty good at shooting. You can shoot pretty well. You got some mad pews, as they say.
I would
Anyway, I started
advise to
blasting.
hold. I was gonna say I would advise to hold and prepare for retaliation if necessary.
What? What? You're in the front of the truck.
No, I'm not. I'm right next to you. You
What?
idiot.
What?
Excellent.
I can't. The truck is so loud. That was well established.
I'm going to lean right into his ear and go, "Don't shoot, you moron!"
That was very rude. Okay. We will talk about it later, but I would like to lean over to Exel and be like, I think it's better to be aggressive first off. They're clearly following us if they've kept up with that maneuver. Maybe some blaster fire would scare them off.
I doubt that.
Cutting
I'm not
across
talking
six-
to you.
Oh,
I push Brell's snout back from between our conversation,
I
and I
look very
talk to my
offended.
friend.
This truck's slow.
If cutting across 6 lanes of traffic didn't deter them, I highly doubt blaster fire would.
All right, I want to lower my voice to try and make it so only they hear me because I don't want to freak Echo out. But we aren't going to lose them easily. They're from a Hut cartel.
Echo, go ahead and make a make a medium perception check with a setback.
He does have very, very good ears.
I have acute senses.
Yeah, he has a very.
Is there some check that
Emphasis
I
on
can
the
base
cute.
this on? I don't want him to hear.
Let's see.
It would be average if it's based off my stealth.
Yeah, I would say probably either like stealth or skullduggery.
It's the same either way. It would
Yeah,
be two
so,
perps.
so medium, and then I would say throw on a setback because it's loud in the truck.
It's loud in
Okay.
the truck, and I am I'm lowering my voice.
So that would be the one setback in addition to the two that I negate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you
Well, wait, no, you negate two. So
Yeah, I negate two.
how many setback are being
So-
actually applied to this?
Yeah, there are two setbacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you negate them both.
Yeah, he's got very acute senses.
So just
Okay.
it's just a two perp check.
That's it. So 2 green, 2 purple.
Curse your tiny ears, your large ears.
Yes.
They're very big.
Curse your large ears, tiny man.
Okay, so Vrel, what did you say again? Like we're being tailed by a hut
No,
cartel?
it was on the whole, don't shoot, even though I was rudely shoved away for my very important advice.
So
I basically did say, we're not going to lose them easily in any way. They're from a hut cartel.
yeah. Echo, here's what you hear instead. you hear what Varel says, and this is how I'm spending the threats, is to misinform
no.
Echo.
No.
Here's what you hear instead, Echo. You hear, shoot, we're not losing them easily. They're from a hot cartel.
No. Tiny panic.
This is-
Gunner is actually gonna say though, I don't really feel like waiting for them to get close enough that they feel like they have a good shot. I think I have a good shot now.
I'm gonna try to see if I can, like, tell what hut cartel.
Okay. Let's see. That would be
Knowledge Underworld?
yeah, that would be a knowledge underworld check. I think the difficulty would be medium, so 2 purples, but add 2 setbacks on top of that because you're trying to like squint at the symbol to try to recognize it, and you're like
Since
bumping up and down.
Since I saw it, I actually didn't think to make a Knowledge Underworld check. Can I also make one?
Yeah, you could also make it a medium with 2 setbacks because you're trying to like actually examine it.
To be
Would my
clear.
background help me reduce or remove any of those setbacks?
Yeah, you can go ahead and toss 1 setback onto that, or remove 1.
You get an extra.
You get an extra 1.
God. All right. Let's see. What's my knowledge under?
If that's the case, would my background also apply technically?
Yes, you could go ahead and remove 1 setback.
Cool. Nah, I ain't got
Nope.
got some advantages though.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Oh, you know things. Vrel, you would recognize this as Khajiitic Barish. They do a lot of dealings in they're obviously all criminals, but very very specifically they do dealings in like spice and restricted kind of weapons trade. So
Makes sense.
Mhm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous are they among the huts? Like can we expect a sort of no mercy? They're gonna try and like kill us and take all this shit.
I mean, that's kind of like par for the course for huts, anyway.
I don't know if it varies within the huts themselves.
yes,
You know? They're individuals, sort of.
They're slugs. Well, let's be honest. They're evil space slugs.
They're evil space slugs.
Yeah,
Strong,
Khajiitic
independent evil space slugs.
Khajiitic Barish is kind of one of the like main. They're one of like the big. I think there's
Okay.
12 of them. I think there's 12 kind of main
The
hut
huts.
clans.
The hut cancel.
Yeah, the Hut Cartel is
Yeah.
like the 12 biggest hut clans,
All right.
and
So this is a big.
Barish is one of them. They're one of the big players.
All right, a big boy.
Mhm.
Big slug boy. Okay, so yeah.
So yeah, Echo's gonna like basically shrill hut. And
Oh, no.
he's like, What? Are we gonna shoot them? Do I need to stop if we can't lose them?
Just keep driving.
It'll be okay, buddy. Over.
Are you a trucker now?
No, it's just proper radio procedures.
No,
Sorry, we're just all like, let's all talk at the same time. What? What is on?
CB
No, just
radio.
It sounded like the inflection you put on it sounded really trucker.
This is Newback 12 talking to Charger Fan 1. We gotta go, now, head on, don't get that on. I would like to shoot at the truck.
Just the truck.
So, oh wait, it doesn't have wheels because it's not a real truck. I keep just imagining like.
No, its wheels are invisible. We just established
Okay,
this.
if that is canon, I'd like to shoot at the invisible wheels, Mike.
You can try to shoot at like the repulsorless. Yeah, you can try to shoot at those.
And I will glance over at Jix asleep.
I don't want to kill the truck. I don't want to kill the people in the truck yet. I just want to. It depends how close they get. I want to disable the truck with a few quick bolts to like the engine or something. I imagine it's a front engine speeder.
Yeah. So
I'm just imagining like cab over engine like truck.
Yeah, it's
with no
basically
It floats.
basically like
A 1972 model Ford.
yeah, basically like take a like an old Russian Ural truck. You know what I mean? Like the trucks that Russians roam around in Call of Duty always. Like one of those old Soviet ones. Take one of those and just remove the wheels and have it float. And that's basically what's following you right now.
So we're fighting
I want
Russia.
one.
So your shot difficulty, because it's medium range, it would be medium. It would be 2 purples. But because it's 2 silhouettes bigger than you, you remove 1 difficulty. So your overall difficulty for this is going to be 1 purple and 3 setbacks.
Okie dokie.
2 for the called shot.
Because it's dark.
Yeah, and then 1 because it's dark and you're like bumping around on the thingamabob.
That's
on the
okay.
highway. Yeah.
I will. As soon as how do you unfull? There we go. Restore window. There we go. I need to be able to look at my stats and roll my dice. All right. For shooting guns, I am good at that. All right. Can I take a maneuver to aim?
Yeah, you could aim. I'll allow it.
So I take 2 setbacks for called shots, 1 setback for darkness, and then it's a medium roll. So that's 2 bad things.
It's 1 purple because it's 2 silhouettes bigger than you.
Got
it's
it.
a big target, so it makes it easier to hit.
I love how many dice I have to roll for this game.
This game is
so much
fun. Rolling
it's
just
so many dices.
takes me back to playing like 40K, on the tabletop, just rolling. Remember when you were kids and you would carry stuff around like in your shirt? You would like fold up the bottom of your t-shirt and carry things around in that.
Yes, I've stopped doing that. Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's
definitely while we were kids.
Yeah,
yes.
it's like that. If you just filled up with dice and then just like unload it onto the table. All right, so 2 successes, 2 threats. So as you're, right as you're about to squeeze the trigger, you hit another grav pothole. And...
Oh, hold on. I forgot one thing.
Oh, what did you forget?
I have quick strike. Would it count as a combat check against a target that is not acted yet this encounter if it's just driving, or does driving count as acting?
We're not necessarily an initiative, so I wouldn't say that applies here. But you're just taking a shot.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries. How much damage is that?
That is base of 9, so 11.
11. All right. So you fire your blaster and you hit the repulsor, but the like metal plating over it is too thick, and it just kind of like you see it ricochets off and like hits a street light, and in a shower of sparks and steam, because everything in Star Wars exudes steam when hit.
It's an imperial town.
Yeah. But that looks like it made them angry. So let's go ahead and get some initiative rolls going, shall we?
That was an angry Vril noise, not an angry me noise. I love me some initiative. Cool, correct?
I would say
We're
cool
ready
or
for it?
discipline. I can't remember.
It would be cool. I'd say y'all can roll cool because you're instigating it.
Cool.
Ooh.
Cool.
Cool, cool, cool,
Cool.
Cool.
cool. Ooh, I am cool. Not quite as cool as Axel. Axel's really cool.
Yeah, Russell's got that fat initiative.
Echo's
right
Echo
there.
is quite cool and advantageously so.
Let's see. Let's...
So it would be Exil, Echo, Aran, Vril as far as players are concerned.
Boop. Oh wow.
Or it's them.
Rolling hot here.
Sorry, I shot their. I'm not sorry. I shot their truck. It was the right move.
From my perspective, but fair enough.
Let's see.
Wait, was the first roll for our friend?
No. He's just gonna be asleep through all of this. Jix is a
So
very
we're
heavy
gonna assume he's
sleeper.
asleep.
He had too
sets-
much to drink and just he's got a little alcohol now. It's fine.
Yeah.
That sets up the job. Goes to sleep.
Yep.
Love it.
That's actually in character.
If we get to
Yeah,
the end, he's
that's-
gonna wake up and step out and be like, "Say, told you it was easy."
Yeah, I told you we'd have this in the bag. Okay. So let's go. PC.
This is gonna be fun. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have guns.
I have fist.
I'm gonna jump out and punch the guy off a bike.
Did I buy that extra gun I wanted? No, I didn't. Because I remember we said it wouldn't actually have any advantage for me. I would have handed you my pistol. If you
I can-
use guns, or is it a moral thing?
All right.
That remains to be seen.
All right.
Ooh, we are on a ship full of guns.
I
Sure.
have an extra gun.
I know. It's fine. I'm not concerned with that. Got
What
plenty
fighting
of things.
style do you use? Gun.
Gun fu.
All right. So first up is the truck's turn. The other truck.
Not the other
And,
truck.
What is your planetary piloting skill, Echo?
That is 2 green, 1 yellow.
2 green, 1 yellow. All right. So they're going to attempt to give you a nice little shunt. They're going to attempt to come up and like bump against you. Operative word being try. I'm going to flip a token here to upgrade their check. Boop. Nope.
Thanks for the free token.
They wow, 2 blank yellows. Jeez.
Nice.
Oof.
So
Big
they big oof. The truck surges forward, but Echo, you pour on a little bit of speed, and as their kind of charge runs out, you're still a little bit forward of them.
Knew that driving skill would come in handy.
Yeah, no, it is always useful. So next up is a player character turn. Someone would like to take it.
Mind if I take it?
I can buff you if you let me take it.
Go ahead then, by all means.
Alright. Vril, frustrated with the turn of events, but somewhat expecting it, is going to reach into his brand new backpack and pull out a syringe and turn to Exil and go, hold still.
Uh-oh.
This will sharpen your aim, but it's not going to be pleasant. And if you're okay with it, I would like to use stim application.
A very fun talent.
I guess, sure, why not? We're gonna discuss this later, but sure.
Does Vrel seem like the kind of doctor who asks? Consent is secondary to effectiveness.
Ooh.
I vote we hire a different doctor.
I'm joking.
It's nothing personal. I just like to know when my medicine is coming.
All right, so I believe that's a hard medicine check.
It is a average medicine check.
Average medicine. All right.
And I believe my med pack comes in handy because this does involve using my medical
Yeah,
supplies and
you can add a
other
boost for your meta pack. Ooh.
things.
Ooh.
All
I
right.
don't think the Triumph actually does anything for stim application, but hey.
Yeah, I don't think you can't spend it on anything like specific to stim application, but you can upgrade Exil's next check with that
Oops.
Triumph.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
It was either that or maybe reduce the amount of strain it does if that's allowed, because that takes does take 4 strain.
4 strain. Okay, so I would say you could cut it down to 2 strain to
Yeah,
or
let me-
you could upgrade Exil's next check.
I'm gonna upgrade for now because I know that that's a thing, but I'm gonna look up my doctor thing and look at later iterations to see things. But that's fine.
Okay.
Upgrade the next check. Take
Okay.
that strain.
So
You'll deal with it later. It's fine.
yeah, Exil, so mark off 4 strain. And your agility goes up by 1 for the rest of the encounter, I believe. And you have an upgrade on your next check.
If I get Supreme Sim application, I can spend Triumphs to increase another characteristic. Yeah, so I'm gonna obviously increase your agility so you can shoot better.
Dear God.
So, you know, the syringe, like, right in the neck, and those of you looking at Exil, his pupils just whoosh, dilate. It's like the colors go from washed out to super vibrant, like Limitless, you know?
I want you to know right now that makes my agility a 5.
Spicy.
All right.
So I'm gonna put that in there for now.
For now. Alrighty.
And I will also use, since I don't have anything to do with maneuvers, I will use aid on you
Okay.
to also increase your next check with a blue die.
Nice. Alright, so that is the end of Vrel's turn. Echo, or Exil, would you like to go?
Yeah,
Take that shot.
I guess, sure.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Well, I have my pretty new sporting rifle.
Mhm.
So I think I'm gonna do something fun and switch it to stun, but also use my maneuver to increase its range by 1 range band with sniper shot.
Okay.
Does
Like
that
it-
work on stun?
It doesn't say it doesn't.
Fair enough.
Let me look that up real quick, but for now I'll allow it.
Mhm.
It just says before making a non-thrown ranged attack, perform this maneuver to increase the weapon's range by 1 range band per rank in sniper shot.
Let's see, stun setting. Let's see. Okay, so when you flip something to stun setting, weapons with a stun setting are used to deal stun damage. The range changes to short and cannot be increased.
Okay.
Yeah, it specifically says that.
Then I'll stay with the non-stun setting then.
The
And try
hurt
and-
setting.
Try and take out the driver.
Okay. So the difficulty on that is going to be medium, and I'm going to say it's 3 setbacks because called shot. Because you're targeting something on the truck.
Cool. Since I can't use the sniper shot maneuver, I'm gonna use the true aim maneuver.
Okay.
So I upgrade this combat check twice. Get 3 boosts.
Jeez. This is going to be a huge dice pool.
Watch me not get anything on any of these boosts.
And just for funsies, go ahead and upgrade it. So the difficulty pool you're looking at is 1 red, 1 purple, 3 setbacks.
3 setbacks. Hold on. I'm looking through all of my stuff. That's
Yeah, this is going to be a big
upgraded
boy dice pool right here.
twice.
I'm excited to see it.
I do have the optical sight attached, but this isn't at long range.
Yeah, it's a medium.
I have.
All right. I think I've put the right amount of dice in here. Let's
All right.
see.
Let's give it a roll. Oh,
Jeez. That red dice was mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, man. What?
you,
Ouch.
it's a Jar Jar roll.
It's a
How?
Jar Jar roll.
That's mean.
Oh,
Dice.
God.
Well, that is
How rude.
something.
Well, I'm gonna heal those 4 strain.
Yeah.
Valid, but also,
I'll
how
allow
fucking
it.
rude.
Absolutely. So that's 4 advantages, and I still have 2. So I'm gonna pass on a boost to Aaron.
Okay, works for me. All right, so, Exil, you know, you do everything like it is like a textbook shot. You're ready. You know, you have the Aqualish wearing like a trucker's cap. You have him sighted in your crosshairs through your scope. You exhale and hold your breath as you depress the trigger on your rifle. And again, as though touched by the force, the truck hits another pothole.
Could I put an alternative forward?
Sure.
There's a despair there, by the way, as well. that you
Yes,
could spend for fun
and
thing.
the rifle fires one big bolt, and it like hits the windshield, kind of like to the right and above the head of the Aqualish. And
I was gonna say, oh, could I put forth the alternative to the pothole
sure.
before we continue? It was Vrel sees him taking aim, lining up with the driver, and actually like bumps him and hisses, "No, disable the truck," and that's what throws off the shot. It makes it bounce on it.
Yeah, so the bolt hits the windshield and leaves just a big melted hole of glass right above the Aqualish's head. And as you like come away from the scope, one of the emergency vents on your brand new rifle is venting steam, and it's like beep 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 beep. I am applying the out of ammo to the rifle right now, so you can't use it for the rest of the encounter unless you have an extra reload.
Do not. Because I didn't think to buy that, because I didn't think I'd roll a despair with like 20 dice.
Look, if there's a red in the mix, it can always happen.
Axel does shoot a glare at Vrel. What are you doing?
Hold on, my mouth is full. I'm sorry.
Are we in trouble?
We're all just eating the shop.
Eating
I'm
some
sorry. I haven't eaten all day. I was really hungry.
bantha jerky.
No, I don't want any vengeful huts on our trail. If we disabled the truck without any casualties, it would be much better for all of us.
And you yelled at me for shooting at the... But now oh no, look how good of an idea shooting the truck is when it's your idea.
All right.
Gunner's not.
He wasn't
Gunner's
yelling
not
at you for.
salty.
Okay,
He's an
he
adult.
wasn't yelling at you for
He's an
shooting
adult.
the truck.
He's
He
not-
was yelling
he's
at you
not.
for engaging. Oh,
What do I need? What do I need to do?
Let's
Keep
see.
driving.
It won't go any faster.
All right. the
You're doing a
speeder
great
bike-
job, buddy.
My
What? Oh my
It's-
god.
Oh, what are they doing?
Yeah. So the speeder bike. The three of you in the back, you see the speeder bike kind of come out from behind the truck and surge forward alongside the truck, and you notice that it is 2 people wearing like padded armor on the bike. One's riding on the back and has a large blaster pistol and is going to aim it up and attempt to shoot Echo with it. Try to get the driver. Let's see.
Everybody just wants to kill drivers today. Such
Yeah.
a driver killing day, you know?
Let's see. We're going to toss some setbacks.
I'm in danger.
Oh, yeah, you are in danger.
Oh no.
That is 10 damage, reduced by soak.
Yep.
Oh.
Man. Ow!
So,
They shot me.
so he's pretty significantly far below where you are, Echo, and he just kind of like shoots several bolts into the door, and one of them pierces through the door and kind of like gets you right in the side.
This is the biker coming up alongside.
Yes.
Good. I have a retaliation for that eventually.
Uh-oh.
I am gonna punch someone off a bike. I want it to happen.
You're gonna do it. All right. So next is a PC turn. So Echo or Aaron.
I'm gonna try to hit him with the truck.
Try and ram him.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I dig this. Ramming speed is best speed, as they say. Exactly. So go ahead and give me a hard piloting check. Hard planetary piloting. With so 3 purples and 2 setbacks for the handling of the truck.
I'm gonna do that.
Alrighty.
Because the odds are not in my favor. Let's see.
Ooh. So you kind of like lurch the truck to the side, and the speeder bike very quickly like taps the brakes and goes behind, and then as you recover from the swerve, he shoots back up alongside you.
I missed him. I missed him.
Alrighty.
Imagine everybody just like side shifting
Yeah.
the back of the truck.
For real. Alright, Aaron, it is your turn.
How close are we to the speeder bike?
The speeder bike is alongside the truck right now, but you can't see out of it in the back. You can't see the speeder bike if you're in the back of the truck.
So I can't like look up to see it. Like, okay, I'll explain to you my plan.
Yeah.
I have climbing gear that includes a hook and several quick adhesion pittons.
Okay.
My intention was to take a rope and throw it at the speeder bike
Okay. And try
with
to
a
like
quick adhesion pitton attached to our ship.
Mhm.
Basically try and like, I guess it's not really a motorcycle, so it wouldn't do like an Indiana Jones, but
I mean, you could. If you pulled the front down, it would still do that.
that's what I'm looking at doing. Yeah. Is that
Lucasfilm owns both
possible at my
properties.
angle? I'm also happy just to.
Let's see. You could like dangle yourself around the end of the back of the truck and try to do it one-handed. It'd be pretty tricky, but
I'll just. Can I dangle and shoot?
yeah, sure. If you have a one-handed weapon, you can.
I think the carbine is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah,
'cause it's
carbine's-
heavy ranged.
Mhm.
All right. Then
I can
then-
focus on the big truck and I'll handle the little thing. Don't worry.
Yeah.
The little
Oh,
thing.
Let me punch a bike.
All right.
I can actually punch the bike.
Then they I'm gonna shoot at the driver as well.
Okay.
Varel, are you gonna bump me?
He's more focused on things shooting Echo right now.
All right, cool. Just double checking. I don't want to get bumped.
You can't blame me for the despair.
I gave you a boost for my advantages, though. Remember,
Yeah.
This is how you repay.
stupid number of advantages.
Let's get so it's medium with 3 setbacks.
Medium is 2.
Yeah, so 2 purples, 3 setbacks.
Got it. 2
Mhm.
purples, 3 setbacks. I'd like. I accidentally gave myself 3 boosts. I'd like to aim
Sure.
as my maneuver.
Go for it. And you have another boost from Exel.
Cool. All right, that's 3 boosts. 2 purples.
2 purples.
All right.
Nice.
So many dices.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
It's fun.
So that is a success. That is a damage of 12
Mhm.
to the Aqualish.
To the driver. Okay.
Keep hearing Aqualane.
So you just kind of, again, like take a deep breath, exhale, hold your breath for a moment, depress the trigger on your carbine. The bolt shoots out, hits him right in the chest, and the truck immediately just like starts swerving to the left, and it like crashes into another speeder. Let's see. I'm gonna give a coordination check here to see if they can. The man in the passenger seat can grab the wheel in time. I'm gonna throw a dark side point. Nope, he cannot. So the truck, swerves and kind of crashes into the side of the. Well, you guys are on like an interchange right now, and so it like crashes into the barrier and just cleaves through it and just kind of careens down. And like a moment later, there's an explosion because everything explodes.
Yes! Yes!
What was that?
I got him!
That still only counts as one.
No, it's at least 2. I do damage by money, and that was a lot.
That was a lot of credits worth of damage you just caused.
And I will spend those 2 advantage. I have 2 advantage, and in my book here I can pass it on. So I'll just pass a boost back to Exel. Or whatever Exel does next.
Ghost buddies.
Alrighty.
Buddies.
Well, that is the end of round 1, and you have now eliminated 75% of the enemy force.
Hell yeah.
They hurt Echo.
Yeah.
All right.
Good fault.
So it is now a PC turn for anyone who wants to do something.
Can I punch the bike before anything else happens?
You can try to punch the bike. If
Alright. I don't actually want to punch the bike, but like, if there's any way, I just the image of Vrel clotheslining a dude off a motorcycle is so good. Or speeder bike, whatever.
yeah,
Floating motorcycle. Floater cycle.
Motorcycle.
floater cycle.
Is it 2 PC slots in a row?
Yeah, it is.
Could I use mine to get closer than Vrel can go?
Yeah, give me an easy piloting with 2 setbacks for the handling of the truck. This is not a precision driving instrument. All
There
right.
we go.
Yeah, so
Believe in you.
you manage to maneuver closer to the bike. As you like kind of like peer over the window, you see this guy is still holding the blaster pistol, aiming straight up at you. So, Vrel, you want to clothesline someone, or are you attempting to like jump onto the bike and knock both?
Oh,
of the
no,
people off?
I'm not gonna jump. How many people are on this bike?
There are 2.
Okay. What I'm hoping is basically just to clothesline the driver so that it kind of skids out of control.
Mhm.
I know you were saying like it's hard to get at it from the back.
Mhm.
I know Destiny dice can be spent for narrative things too, right?
Yes.
Could I spend one to have there have been a side loading door also on this, as well as a back, like a smaller one
Yeah.
that I can open up?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I will totally allow that for a destiny point.
All right, cool.
Yeah, it's like behind an old poster or something. Like this is an old truck, and like someone had put up a poster, like a tool rack inside. And you're like, wait, that's a door. And you
Oh,
just
yeah,
like,
no, I totally, I remember seeing it from our scouting mission.
Yeah.
Earlier. I saw them using it. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna wrench that open so I can avoid any risk of
Mhm.
falling while trying to swing around from the back or anything.
Mhm.
My coordination is not the best. And yeah, I wanna try and clothesline the dude.
Okay, give me a brawl check.
Yes.
So that's going to be 2 purples. I'm just going to say that because of the precarious situation that you're in, it's going to be an upgrade. So we're going to upgrade
yep.
one of those.
That sounds acceptable. I'm gonna use my maneuver to aim, definitely.
Okay, that works for me. And then go ahead and toss 2 setbacks onto that as well. For since you ignore the one for darkness, which I would throw on you as well, but this is kind of like a called shot. So if you're going specifically for the driver,
Yeah, let's see. That should be okay.
mm-hmm.
Just hope the dice agree. There's a lot of dice.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So how much damage is that?
That is gonna be. Let me see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 damage. Okay. So I'm gonna do this from Echo's perspective. So you have like a rear view mirror or like a side mirror, Echo, and you see just a foot come into the mirror and kick the driver in the face, and it knocks him off the bike. just this big Trandoshan stump of a foot, just like hits him right in the head. Like the helmet that he's wearing, the biker helmet that he's wearing, like cracks as it kind of falls off the bike and rolls many multiple times. And we're gonna see if the other guy
Good job, Vrel.
can go ahead and grab onto the controls of the bike. Let's see if he survives. He does. The second guy on the bike like lurches forward and grabs the controls on the bike. It has definitely lost speed, so now it's behind all of you. So it's behind all of you, but you definitely got the driver.
Is this guy still motivated to chase after us after all that? Who's scarier, us or the Huts right now?
Yeah, really.
Still probably the Huts, honestly.
Probably the Huts. Yeah. It's like-
But maybe in the moment, like he can reapproach things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead as he kind of like positions himself in the driver's seat now, where his friend once was. He's gonna go ahead and start doing some evasive maneuvers and like jinking to make sure he doesn't get shot from the back.
Smart idea.
And that's gonna be his turn.
I'm so
How
glad I got
difficult
to
would
do
it be
that.
to jump
That
on the
was
speeder bike?
What?
How difficult would it be to jump on the speeder bike? I would like a speeder bike.
Considering it's long range from you right now.
Okay, I misinterpreted the narrative.
No, he fell back and is evading now.
So you can still try to shoot him, but any
can't
shots
get a
coming
free-
against him would be at an automatic upgrade because he took the evasive maneuvers maneuver.
Axel, would you like to go first?
I can. Unfortunately, my long range rifle is now out of commission.
Can Axel take? I have a tele-op sight on mine, so it can hit in long range.
I was gonna say, do you have extra reloads by any chance?
No.
No, I was talking to if Aaron has them, you could probably
Do you?
use them if he passes one.
No, I do not. I have.
Well, that's
a
things we
climbing-
need to remember to guess.
I have a
Rainbow.
climbing gear, and I have an
Shooty
emergency
boys.
med pack.
Shooty boys should carry ammo.
For the but I was. Could you spend your maneuver to just? Here's my gun. Don't break it. Give me my gun back.
I can spend my maneuver to use my medium range blaster pistol at long range.
Yeah, you have your sniper shot thing.
So unfortunately, it upgrades the difficulty, but
You've got lots of dice right now. You're good.
Yeah, go for it.
I should be.
Yeah,
Go for it. It'll only be 2 reds and a purple for your difficulty.
Well, what you could do is you could use that, and then you could take some strains since you did heal the stuff that you took
Yeah, to do the true aim.
true aim, which
Remember,
will
you have a boost too.
help. Yep, lots of good stuff.
All right. So I will do the first maneuver as sniper shot to increase my poor blaster pistol's range by 1 band. Let's see, what is my normal number of dice? Would be that when I upgrade it with True Aim, plus the boost. Oh god, no. This is per rank of True Aim, and I have 2 ranks in True Aim. I keep forgetting that.
It's pretty good.
So, alright, and this is, what's the difficulty for long range again?
So difficulty is 3 purples, but it's upgraded twice, I believe. Once because of his evasive maneuvers, and again because he took the sniper shot.
Yeah. So that's purple and 2 reds, yes?
Well, does sniper shot upgrade or increase? Because those are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
Okay, yeah, so that makes it a red.
Mhm.
Bring on the chaos.
Yep. Here comes chaos.
And, any setbacks?
Yeah, so if you're aiming specifically at the driver, it's going to be a called shot.
I think I'm just aiming to hit whatever I can hit on this guy or his bike, to
Okay.
be honest.
Okay.
That'll accomplish the same thing.
Yeah, so then it'll just be 1 setback for darkness.
Cool, okay, let's see. I upgraded that check twice.
This is going to be a fun roll. Whatever it is.
Please,
So
red die.
many dice. So many dice.
Don't. And that's my blaster. Cool.
Yes.
1 success.
All right.
It totally mattered.
So that's 6 damage.
Good crit.
I can crit because I have enough advantage, so I think I'll do that.
So you hit the bike. And because you hit the bike, you need to deal 10 points of damage to deal 1 point of hull trauma to the bike.
Is it enough to destabilize it at least?
I would say that you could like ward him off with that, but the hitting the bike, you wouldn't deal any damage to it because it's like metal, and
Yeah.
your blaster pistol isn't quite powerful enough to puncture through it.
But the fact that I can hit him
Yes,
is a
exactly.
pretty impressive feat.
With a blaster pistol at this range, it's certainly making him think twice. So you have 4 advantages that you can spend narratively or passing boosts. Do whatever you want to do.
Heal those 2 straight and pass a boost on to the next. Who's going next? I guess it's Echo.
Better.
Yeah, it's Aaron
Got it.
who needs to go.
Right.
Yeah,
You went
I
first.
started the round this time.
Yeah.
I have
Then
a
I'll pass
question.
one.
Is it me and then Echo, or does he get a turn between us?
He does.
The bad guy does.
Yeah. Right now it's 2 players, the guy on the bike, and then 2 players, and then the round restarts. So we're at the end of round 2.
So it'll be me and then the guy.
No, it'll be you, and then the start of a new round.
Got it. So if I, oh wait, Echo's already active this turn. Damn.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
but
Like,
you're gonna end the round though.
yeah. I had a plan, but it only works if it's like a rolling, which doesn't work because I misinterpreted the initiative. I will also attempt to shoot him,
Okay.
and I have to do at least 10 damage to do hull damage.
Yep.
Okay, my carbine does a minimum of 9, so I'm going to take that risk. 'Cause
Okay.
if I hit, I have to do damage. So,
Alternatively, you can target him, but that adds 2 setbacks.
yeah, I'll just shoot at the very nice bike.
The very nice bike. Okay, so your difficulty is going to be 1 red and 2 purples,
Got it.
and 1 setback.
And I got a boost from Exil.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna aim with my maneuver.
We got to get our shooters some dark vision.
That's why
One
darkness is success.
success.
But I got the scanner gun.
It's enough.
It's enough. That's 10 damage. That's enough to deal one.
Wait, I thought you have to do more than 10, because doesn't it count as like soak 10?
No, well, he doesn't have armor, is the thing. So this is just 1 point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
alright.
the bike is unarmored. It's still made of metal, which is why Exil's blaster bolt didn't do anything. But this is like a bigger bolt, bigger caliber, and as the bolt hits it, you like knock one of the stabilizing plates off of it, and the bike like shudders a little bit as the guy struggles to get control, and now it's like streaming a trail of smoke behind it a bit. But he's still staying behind you.
Yeah.
He's maintaining this long range from everyone. Yeah. So, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn, or you could?
That I don't have anything I can pass, and I don't want to suffer any strain, so that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Back to the top of the initiative order. Who would like to go?
Okay, I have a plan.
All right.
All right.
If Echo hits the brakes as hard as he can right now, the guy will shoot forward towards us, and he'll be in with a closer range, and then we
You
can.
just want to get the bike.
No,
I know, I'm teasing.
I do really want a bike. Yes. Think about how cool Gunner would be.
Gunner would be very
like
cool on
like
a
a
bike.
chopper,
person.
like one of those choppers that has the huge handles like up here.
Special. Nah, I'm thinking like classic indoor speeder bike, to be honest.
Okay,
Standard.
it's not one of those. It's like a.
I know.
It's a fancy like swoop.
For a slight more, like...
But that was.
It's a
Oh,
chopper,
sorry.
baby. Sorry.
Finish your statement. I don't want to interrupt you.
I'm just saying that would get him closer, which would make it easier for the pistol person as well as. And he would never say it coming. That's all I got.
Counterpoint is, our point is to get away, so if he hits the gas and basically tries to, find another corner to turn into or someplace where we can get away from this guy, he's in a bad position to follow us with his bike all destabilized and trying to hide from the onslaught of gunfire.
But if he is dead, he's in a worse position to follow us because he's dead.
But
That's the best status condition to inflict on someone. Death.
depending on the situation, not always, but
Can I see a path back to the major highway?
Give me Echo. Yeah, give me an easy streetwise check.
Alright.
You need to be wise about your streets.
Yep.
Streetwise. Street smarts.
I love how we take
Street
like
smart.
some of the checks and just put very literal interpretations on them. Like, that's not what streetwise means, but sure.
It's right there in the name. Streetwise.
I love how everybody is rolling like a dozen dice at a time, and then here's my 3.
Gunner,
But you
Gunner-
succeeded.
You're doing better than my 20 dice.
Look, the more dice, the more variables. It's scary.
Gunner,
Terrifying.
Gunner will say though before anybody makes actions, we cannot let him get away. He has been close enough to see at least Echo's face.
He shot me.
Huts will come back for revenge. If everyone who's seen us has died, no one can identify us. We should end him.
What do you want me to do? So do I say anything?
Yeah, there's like another interchange that will take you back onto the kind of the main highway.
There's a way back to the highway. Should I stop or go for it?
We can't take any risks. I think we need to leave.
I think it's riskier letting him go.
And we'll deal with that when it comes.
I don't like that. I don't like that. That sounds like procrastination. Gunner's kind of a get it done now guy. I mean, it's not up to Gunner. It's up to Echo. What Echo?
The driving is up to Echo. There's 2 failure shots right
uh,
here. So maybe Gunner takes like a snapshot, trying to finish him off before.
Yeah, you have 2 initiative slots before he gets to go again.
Yeah, because Echo can wait until the end of this round. I'm just staying on course for now,
Mhm.
unless you guys tell me stop, and then I'll take that turn to stop.
I feel like the best
We're going
order of
at full
business
speed,
to sort of satisfy the two drives here is we have 2 initiative slots right now. Aaron takes the first one to try and get a snapshot, then Echo pulls away or does whatever he thinks is the right action next.
I'm already going at full speed, so
Yeah. But pulls us back to that path he saw.
All right, then Gunner. If it's all right, Gunner will take the shot.
Okay. Are you
Yeah.
aiming for the bike again, or are you aiming specifically for him?
It's 1 additional setback if I aim for him.
It's 2 for being a called shot.
How's the bike looking?
Bike is trailing a bit of smoke behind it. You know that bikes aren't particularly tough, but they can handle a bit of abuse.
Got it. I'm gonna shoot the boy.
The
Then-
boy. All right.
And
The
so
boy.
that's
So your difficulty is going to be 1 red, 2 purples, 3 setbacks. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I have the tele-op side. I should be reducing the difficulty of long or extreme range checks by 1.
There you go. So 1 red, 1 purple, 3 setback.
If only I knew how to play.
It's almost
All
like
right.
rules work to your advantage.
And I add 2 setbacks. You said total.
3 setbacks. 2 for
3
being the
setbacks.
called shot, 1 for darkness.
Got it. Would it be all right if I use a light side token to make myself better at shooting?
You don't have to ask. Sure. For
I would.
everyone's
It's a collective resource. I'm gonna ask. I have used a light side chit. Has been used by me.
Mhm.
Make sure that I am giving everything to my possible advantage. Sorry, my synthwave music just came on. All right,
Yeah.
hacking. All right, I aim, and Gunner fires. Well, I failed. But
Okay.
Does that count as a success?
And it is-
triumphant.
that is technically a failure because the triumph counts as a success, and this counts it, and it was negated by one of the failures.
What?
That yeah.
But do I still get to spend the triumph?
You can still spend the triumph for a major narrative, a major narrative boon. You can upgrade a
Well-
friendly's check.
Yeah, I was gonna say all the failure means is that you didn't actually manage to damage the bike, but you could have done something that still stops it from coming after us for now.
Yeah.
It says, well, I don't want to. I want to stop it from moving, and then I think we should go clean up. But I would like. It says do something vital, such as shooting the controls to the blast doors. Can I shoot the control? Can I damage the ship's controls?
The speeder's controls?
The speeder's controls.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Cool. I'd like to. So I don't hit anything like.
Yeah, you don't hit anything
Yeah.
vital, but you blast off one of the the other front stabilizer fin, and now this thing is just like it's rocking back and forth, and you can basically force him to withdraw with that. Because he's not going to be able to maintain a speed safely.
Yeah.
To,
I'll ask. Is there anything I can do to make it so that we could end him here? More likely, like, because I don't like the idea of a hut guy who has seen us getting away.
Nothing to like end him, because it's still technically a failure.
All right. Yeah, I sort of meant keep him here somehow, but I understand that just doesn't really make sense. So
Yeah. You could spend that triumph to pass an upgrade to someone else. So maybe Exul might be able to drop him.
I'll do that. I'll upgrade the allied character's next check.
If you want, you can also spend a maneuver to toss Exul your blaster rifle as well.
I will. Sorry.
I will say that is just a maneuver to hand it to him.
Got it.
All right.
So he's
Can-
not
can
using
I-
the pistol.
I'll suffer that strain, and I will pass it to Exel then.
Great.
Can I
And-
interject with dialogue again? Once you're done with your turn, I don't mean to steal.
Yeah. I just to confirm though. Sorry, because I've talked about a lot of options. I would like to upgrade allied next check,
Mhm.
and pass off the blaster, suffering a strain for my extra maneuver to Exil.
Yeah.
Cool.
So with
Vrel,
with a toss and a catch, Exil, you now have a rifle with you have a new rifle. Congratulations.
yeah.
I know.
I should have bought the strap so I could just pull it back later.
Alright. So I'm gonna lean back in with the two taking pot shots and hiss. Don't you think they'll come looking for whoever killed their drivers? The Huts don't take failure easily. If we leave him, there's a good chance he won't go back.
We have already killed plenty of them. They're going to be hunting us. I would prefer they don't torture and find out who we are from him. Zero description is better. That's all I suggest you take the shot.
As much as I hate to admit it, there's a point in that. We're a rather noticeable group.
That's what I'm trying to avoid.
If he has a description of us, they'll find us in no time.
You just missed his point of, if we leave him, there's a good chance he's not gonna go back to the Huts because he'd be scared.
But then the Huts might find him. The Huts will take him, and they will get the information they want.
Okay.
Where's he gonna go? All his contacts.
All right. Well,
are underground.
in that case, the answer is the Huts are going to find us no matter what, because either way, they're going to come looking for us. Rail's just trying to pose a different option, one that gets us out of here faster.
Just to note,
But also,
I'm,
it is
I'm
up
the
to
only
us.
one that has been seen, so you guys are okay.
I care about my Bat Boy
Bat boy.
more than I care about a medic who doesn't seem to enjoy violence. Is input on what we should do. I don't know any of Rel's background, so Gunner is going to be a little bit abrasive here.
That's fine.
Party conflict.
Rail hisses irritably in his
So-
direction.
They are going to come looking. We don't have enough time to do this much debate.
Yeah, that's what I'm
is
saying,
not-
it's-
this is
Yeah,
getting unrealistic.
exactly.
They're bickering. It's up to Exil now to either take the shot or not, and then it's the guy's turn, and then we see what happens.
If he survives,
The narrative marches on.
Yeah, I think Exil will think for a second and then just growl and to himself and knock on the back of the truck that leads to the front cabin bit.
Mhm.
Get us back on track, Echo. And I'm not going to take the shot.
You're not going to take the shot. Okay. So
Earned +1 Vril respect points.
Vril liked that. Aaron didn't like that. Aaron will remember this.
Aaron can't wait for us to allow the witness to escape.
And
So-
Echo has no idea what's going on.
So the
Echo just there is fighting. But I hate it when the rest of the party fights.
Tearing this family apart.
So the truck rumbles on as the speeder bike. You see it like slow down, and you kind of leave it in the distance as it turns around and goes back the other way, kind of at a slow speed, kind of limping along. And before long, the truck is back on the highway, heading back towards its intended destination, as kind of like pointed out by the GPS mounted to the dashboard. Truck's a little worse for wear. A few blaster holes in the driver's side door. A wounded Bat Boy still driving along, and that is where we are going to go ahead and take ourselves about a 5-10 minute break. So everyone, please stick around. Go ahead and grab some bantha jerky and blue milk, and we'll be right back. See y'all in a moment. All right, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you are well provisioned for the last half here. Yes, so where we just left off, the crew has dealt with a potential hijacking threat. Some quite explosively, and other parts of the threat dealt swiftly with a boot to the head, as it were. But now the truck carrying crates full of arms. I mean, weapons, not actual arms. That would be weird. That could be a thing in Star Wars, actually, is crates of arms.
Probably.
Changed. No.
The truck trundles down the highway. Echo, I need you to go ahead and give me an easy streetwise check with 2 boosts, because you're following the route. There we go. And if everyone would like, you can go ahead and roll a cool or discipline check to recover some strain after the end of the last encounter.
Cool.
So you regain 1 strain per per success. Excuse me.
Can I use my med pack, which gives me a free stim pack, to help poor Echo who got shot?
Yeah, Bat Boy. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have time or maneuverability to actually like get up there and do a proper med treatment on him, but I can. You said there's like a little hatch between the front and the back.
Yeah, there's a door, like a doorway.
Okay, I will. Slouch through a little bit because I'm kind of big. Administer a stim pack to him so you can heal 5 of those wounds you took.
I just imagine this big arm with a needle.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said 5.
Gunnar would like to politely ask for his carbine back.
Hand it over.
Thanks.
And Exel, as you're
Sounded
looking,
almost reluctant. It's like, fine.
Exel, as you're looking over your blaster rifle, it is finished venting, and the power cell is coming back online, so it is no longer out of ammo.
Oh, good.
Always seems like those things recharge right when you don't need them to.
Yeah, maybe we should look into actually getting some extra reloads.
I may be wise. Especially what's probably coming.
And night vision.
Yeah, but it's really dark out.
The truck trundles along down the highway, and Echo, you very quickly reach your exit. You pull off and start going through some back streets. Alleyways. Now that you're off the highway, it's a very winding route to go through. It's a bit treacherous to navigate at times just because the truck is so big. But you find yourself in kind of more of a rundown area than, the warehouse district was pretty like dirty, but that's just because it's kind of a more industrial zone. But now where you are, it's dirty and run down. Streets are littered with trash, burnt out speeders, and there's people just kind of like giving you weird looks. You feel very out of place here, especially with your blaster bolt ridden truck making a loud noise as it comes down some narrow streets. But eventually the truck reaches its destination. A tall building, several stories tall, boarded up windows with a heavy metal door in front of it.
I'd like to imagine the whole time there's been like bickering going on in the back over whether they're in there. And this is kind of resolved with like Aaron and Vrel both again on opposite sides of the truck, very grumpy, with Exel just exhausted in the middle.
Unless Vrel is insisting on talking to Aaron, Aaron is quiet, sitting in the back of his truck, making sure his weapon's working.
No, okay. Fair enough.
But Echo, you bring the truck to a stop, and it is dead quiet.
Yeah, and just to be clear, Jix has slept through this whole thing.
Yeah, he's been asleep this entire
Amazing.
time.
Just make sure.
Yeah, he's even got
And
like
Fallout.
he's even got like one of those face masks on. You know what I mean? Like the eye covers. Yeah.
Does it have open eyes on it?
No, it doesn't. But it does say beauty rest.
I hope it's in like Star Wars characters. though.
Yeah, it's an Arabesh. Yeah.
Canon.
I love how there's a white accent. Sorry. I know language names are basic for like fantasy, but I still just love how everything has a name.
It's good.
So I think we're the computer says we're here.
You have arrived at your destination.
Were we given instructions on how to unload this and what to do when we were here?
I believe they were given to Jix.
Well, Chix is asleep right now.
Well, we
so
can't wake him up. That'd be rude.
I'd like to check Jix's pockets on the off chance he wrote down the instructions.
Yeah, you find a piece of paper that says 3 quick knocks, 2 slow knocks on the door.
No volunteers.
I mean, I didn't get the. I haven't seen the note, so
Oh, I
just
assumed.
like
I
Gunner's
assumed
just
it
kind of
was
sitting here
implied
like,
that.
yeah, the note was found.
I assumed it was implied that I would. Yeah. No. He
Sorry, so I wasn't sure
There's
if you
the-
wanted to give the information or not. I didn't mean to assume.
I share the hastily scribbled note with the anecdotal comment of Chix has terrible handwriting. This is coming from a doctor.
I mean, I'll risk the biscuit and get eaten. So, was 3. What does the note say? Reading it again.
Yeah.
3 short knocks, 2 long ones.
Aaron forgot how to count. Oh no.
1, 2, 3 quick knocks and 2 short ones.
It's we couldn't hear it. That was the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
But you know you
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I don't know how to make a long knock.
Yeah, I get you.
Morse code.
The a port on the door opens and one of those long eye stalks comes out and like kind of looks you over. Wanted a beak, says in Huddies.
Mukachakapaka. I don't speak Huddies. Like Aaron, I assume does. but
Yeah, I'm sure Aaron has a functional knowledge of Huddies. Not quite fluent, but he can get by.
Where is the bathroom?
He knows how to find the library.
Mukotosho kata bibliotek. But no, I think, I guess it depends what language Gunner spoke on his home world. But
Yeah, for the most part, language isn't an issue in this game.
Mhm.
So it's not like D&D where there's 18 languages you need to track.
but silently and badassly, Gunner's just gonna like thumb back to the truck and then give like a
the
the universal language for we have brought the things of which you have requested without any damage.
the door opens upwards, and standing on the other side are a couple of very, very, like a few toughs are standing there. One's pretty muscular, standing there with his arms crossed. Another Trandoshan. It looks like he has tattoos kind of down both of his arms, and you see there's a blaster pistol and like a club tucked into his hip. The other one is a Weequay, whose long stalks are kind of like in a bundle on the back of his head. And they kind of look you up and down, and they go, "So you's brought the goods, Hume?"
Oh, me, sorry. Yeah, we brought him.
Good.
Undamaged, Well, I can't say the same for us. He gives like a that's supposed to be an okay thing, like laugh.
What? Did someone give you trouble?
Some did anyone explain to Gunnar who it was that fought them? Because Gunnar didn't ask.
We did say they're from the huts. You heard
Got it.
that, but I don't know if we specified.
Yeah, I don't remember you specifying what cartel it was.
Yeah. Gunnar's just gonna say seemed like some local criminal elements thought we were moving in on their territory, but we dealt with them.
Well, bring the truck around back. We'll open up the gate. I'll get it unloaded for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. And the door kind of just shuts abruptly in your face.
Gunnar's
I do
not
want
bothered. His feelings are hurt.
I do want to note that if we were watching and or at all in view of the door while it was open,
Mhm.
probably not noticed by anyone, but as Vrel saw the other Trandoshan, he did kind of move out of sight slightly.
Mm.
Does anyone know where Vral is? We need to move the truck.
It's in the truck, you bet.
Yeah, it's easy enough to bring the truck around back. Kind of this makeshift looking gate that seems to be made out of, just bits of scrap metal they were able to find. Opens up, and it opens up into this kind of courtyard that's formed by the surrounding buildings. Inside are some swoop bikes, a couple other trucks being worked on by some people. You notice that kind of on like a jack, almost the kind of like a raised platform, is a Skyblade, which is like the helicopter from Road Warrior. It's like one of those. It's basically the Star Wars equivalent of one of those like light planes or microplanes. You know what I mean?
Neat.
Yeah.
Neat.
And some people are working on that. All in all, this seems to be like a gang hideout. Basically, there's about 40 or so people kind of milling about around here. And the truck arrives, and standing there amongst them is that same tall Deveronian as before. He's kind of leaning against the cherry red speeder that you noticed him before. And he raises an eyebrow at all of you as the truck trundles into the courtyard, but he doesn't say anything.
Alright. Who were we supposed to go for payment? I'm sorry, I was not like Gunnar was kind of just like pissing off in the corner when the discussions were happening, so I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Could I
had to go back.
Jix, are we supposed to get paid now? Yeah, damn it.
Oh, wait, it says on the back of the note.
Yeah, it says return to Marquez, return to the Marquez for payment.
Got it. Is there any like proof of delivery we should do, or are they just gonna send like a text, or like can we have a receipt?
Hey, if that's something you guys want to get, you can ask for it.
Nah, I don't want to make gangsters angry.
If there's one thing gangsters hate, it's bookkeeping.
That's why they'll never rise up.
That's why they'll never get anywhere. But the truck stops, and some people start kind of undoing the small gate that was there, and they start pulling out the crates. A couple of them pull out a couple crates and take them over to the Deveronian, and they open it up, and he inspects the goods, even though he saw them earlier, just to make
Making
sure
sure
that
they didn't get damaged. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And he closes it and approaches all of you, and he kind of looks the group over and says, "Impressive. I actually didn't think you'd make it. I heard that you ran into some trouble along the way."
They shot me.
They shot you.
He's gonna like show the where it.
Yeah.
I just bought this.
Well, if you're gonna be in this line of business, expect to get shot.
Okay.
Play with fire, kid, and you'll get burned. He reaches down and like ruffles Echo's head.
Echo is an adult.
Steve Echo is an adult.
But
Also, I love Echo's just, oh, okay.
well, but you made it, and well, I suppose you'll be wanting something to confirm the shipment, right? Something to take back to Lydia. And she pulls out he pulls out like a notepad and like scribbles some things and rips off a piece of paper and hands it to whomever would take it. And it's literally just like, Lydia, I got the goods, Devlin.
I mean, Gunner's been the talking person for most of this, so I'll happily download his file into my data pad and whatnot. I don't believe in this paper thing you keep making up. I'm pretty sure it was a tiny data pad in Jix's pocket. And
it's one of those cool data pads that you can fold up.
yeah, one of those flat, like, it's like made of tree. It's organic. I don't know how it works.
Jix's note wasn't on paper. It was on a napkin from like a diner, clearly.
Yeah, do they have napkins?
A cocktail napkin, yeah.
It's the only kind of paper
It's still
that
got like
exists.
the ring on it from
Yeah.
his wet glass.
I'm overthinking reality again.
Aren't we all? But yeah, so do you guys hang out, or are you guys gonna go ahead and just start making your way back?
Do we keep the truck, or do they keep the truck?
You were to return the truck as well.
Got it.
Mhm. And you notice specifically there's Devlin, who's the Deveronian, who's he's immaculately dressed, but another very finely dressed human man walks out from inside one of the buildings and opens up one of the crates and takes one of the guns out and sights it, looks down the sights, kind of like tests it out a little bit, and he puts it back into a crate and goes up and shakes Devlin's hand.
Making deals.
It seems like they're friendly. You can't make out the specifics of the conversation. There's just too much activity going on in the courtyard. I suppose Echo could try with his acute senses. I'll need a hard perception check.
Gotta be nosy.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
If you've got the ability, be very nosy.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it was. Unfortunately, you can't make out what's going on in the conversation. There's too much sounds of like construction and stuff going on.
Is it light here at all?
There's floodlights illuminating the interior of the courtyard, but it's still like nighttime.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
This finely dressed man, if I can tell he's finely dressed, can I roll to see if I recognize his face at all?
No, but you could give me a knowledge warfare check to recognize his clothing. It's a bit more of like a military cut than than like a nice suit.
Is this shooting? Nope, that's 2. Cool.
So difficulty on that is going to be 2 purples.
I also make this check.
Yes, you may.
Would my background help me at all with this?
Yes, you get a boost, Aaron.
Yay, I like boosts.
Alright, difficulty was 2 purples.
Hey, Axel, does that look like I know everything? Mortal, do not question my knowledge.
So you would recognize, you would recognize this style of dress as someone coming from Alderaan.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, in the timeline, we're 5 years before the Battle of Yavin. Just an FYI. So Alderaan still exists. Don't worry.
Why would you say that? Is something gonna happen to Alderaan?
Yeah.
I got a cousin there.
Oh no, buddy.
Yeah. So this style of dress marks him as an officer in the Alderaanian Honor Guard, specifically that for House Organa.
Do both Exel and I recognize that?
So Aaron, you would know that because of your advantage.
Got it.
Is that he's a House Organa. You would recognize kind of like the symbol on his arm. And then Exel, you would just know that this guy is wearing the style of uniform from someone in like the Alderaanian military.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
During this, Vril is.
Gunnar.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it was just Vril is, for all intents and purposes, making himself scarce in the back of the truck with his under the guise of organizing his medical supplies.
I assume that we're like looking at this while they're still like unloading the trucks. So Gunnar's just kind of leaning against the truck, and when he sees the finely dressed gentleman, he's just gonna spit. Seem like in an even worse mood.
Oh.
Hmm.
But he
Drucken.
shakes the hand of shakes the hand of the Deveronian and then walks inside, kind of through this shuttered door, like a shuttered garage door, to where the crates are being taken inside and kind of stacked up. We can see where they're going, and then once the last crate is unloaded, the finely dressed man kind of looks at everyone, gives like a 2-fingered salute to Devlin, and looks specifically at Aaron and kind of like makes eye contact for a moment, nods, and then shuts the door.
And this was the finely dressed guy that did that, or just the guy, or the bruiser? Okay, so him and I made eye contact.
Yep.
Since I could see that, does he seem at all familiar?
He doesn't seem familiar. You do not recognize him, but it was like one of those things. Like he notices you staring, and he like makes eye contact with you, and then gives you a nod and shuts the door.
Let's get out of here.
Echo's already waiting at the steering wheel.
Yeah, Gunner's just gonna hop in the back.
Yeah, same. Need to get back and not get shot at and get paid.
Gunner's gonna be unawares the whole time driving back because he has no reason to think that the Hutts just won't immediately send out people to go kill us. So we're driving the same truck full of bullet holes, or excuse me, blaster bolt.
Yeah, blaster
insertions.
burns. Yeah. Carbon scoring.
So Gunner's just going to be real aware of what's going on.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a vigilance check. This is just a medium vigilance check. Two purples.
Yeah, because easy is 1.
Yep. Technically, it's average, but I like to use medium just because I remember that better.
It's dark, but
yeah, exactly. So you spend your time kind of just alertly looking out the back of the truck as it makes its way back towards the Crate Tactical Warehouse, where you're supposed to meet Lydia after delivery. She, you think you see someone following you, but after a few streets, they turn off and take a different street. It's about like 3 a.m., the equivalent of 3 a.m. So there's not a lot of people here anymore. There's not a lot of people out. So anyone trying to follow you would definitely stand out like a sore thumb. But there doesn't seem to be anyone looking to cause any problems. as you make your way back to the warehouse. There you see is a like a nice, very like luxurious looking airspeeder is parked next to the warehouse. And as you approach in the truck, a man in a black suit who's standing outside, very obviously like carrying a blaster rifle over his shoulders, he like knocks on the door, and it opens upwards, and the Marquess climbs out and kind of waves jovially to everyone as the truck pulls up. And she says, "So, how did it go?"
They shot me.
They shot you, and she like crouches down and like
Everyone reacts the same.
oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah. We got a doctor.
Okay, good. So, but they who was after you then? If they shot you, she looks like that realization kind of washes over her face.
They said hut, but it didn't look like a hut.
Hut? Oh. She like kind of looks around. She's like, "Well, then we have to go."
Gunnar holds up the confirmation of payment.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
She goes, "Oh,
just
yes, of course." And she snaps her fingers, and that same guy in the black suit hands her a data pad. He like reaches into his jacket, pulls out a data pad, and she presses a few buttons on it, and a small, like the size of an SD card, kind of comes out of the side of it. And she
One sec. Can I interject?
Of course.
What was the name of the hut group again? The cartel? I
Yeah,
forgot.
it was Kajidik Barish.
Can you write that down? Because I will never remember.
Yes, I will go ahead.
Ajit Burrito.
That's about what I'll remember.
Hut has committed no crime.
I want a Khajiit burrito.
Oh! Is it a style of the Khajiit people's version
Yes,
of a burrito,
it's-
or is it a burrito made of Khajiit?
Oh no! I was thinking like a Khajiit wrapped up in a cozy blanket.
And you want to? I guess you
A
are
burrito.
Trandoshan. I guess
No,
you could eat it.
Khajiitic is like that's the name, or is that like the? Isn't that because looking at Nalhutta, the guide that you gave us, it's like the name. That's like a title, right?
Yeah, that's the title. That's basically like the hut word for clan.
All right. I feel like now that we've, there's no, Vrel, there's no prying eyes in the immediate vicinity besides this lady. Vrel has come out to loom ominously as we all departed the truck, and as she starts to do that, I think he pipes up with, "Hold on a moment. We didn't agree to getting involved with huts."
Hold on. I take the money before
wait.
Vrel keeps opening his lizard mouth. I take the money I was promised, and I see if it's all there.
I was gonna say, I wanted to see if I could negotiate for an additional amount of pay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
I don't want to lose all my money.
So she
gonna
holds
lose the
out
money.
the credit sheet, and then when Varel speaks up, she does one of those like, "Oh."
And I mind, Vrel this whole time has had his like hood up, breath mask on, so he's like full in the trying to stay incognito as much as possible
Cyberpunk.
for a giant. Yeah. Oh, it's totally cyberpunk.
Cybergoth, excuse me. That's the word I was looking for.
Cybergoth Vrel. God, why are we coming up with so many good looks for Vrel? We just need Vrel fashion show the episode where I dress up my stupid lizard man.
Gunnar does look like he's barely able to contain his annoyance at Vrel's speaking again.
Well,
That's fine.
so you're saying to me that you should deserve some hazard pay, as it were.
There is a slow nod.
Well, you see, unfortunately, Mr. And she kind of like gestures at you, like, oh, I don't know your name.
I make no motion to give it.
Mr. My good Trantosian, you were not at the negotiations for the base pay, and your friend, the Pantoran, where is he? I saw him earlier. But
Slave.
he's bless him.
He's all tuckered out. We only have all day.
Wait, can I just have like Jix like under my arm?
You're just holding him.
Yeah, like a laundry basket.
Yeah. Well, you see, you were there at the initial negotiations, and it was the 10,000 credits that we had negotiated for was preeminent combat pay. And if there wasn't going to be any combat, then it to be considered a bonus for stealthy driving. But I understand, the huts are scary business, so why not, instead of more money, I put in some good words, and I owe you a favor, perhaps. I'm afraid my pocketbook is a little light. I was not expecting to deal out additional credits.
Gunnar looks at Vrel. Sort of that's very reasonable.
Rel squints a little bit and then just snorts and nods.
Thank you very much.
How much longer are you going to be on delaying?
Our ship leaves tomorrow. How commonly would I know that we go to this port? Because we're leaving tomorrow. But have we been here before?
Not super commonly. This is, for every new contract that you can negotiate, you get a different route to patrol. So, depending, the ship has come here before, but not since any of you have been working on it.
Got it. Mm-hmm. And we got 2 days leave, and we spent 1.5. Kind of.
Yeah, it's like the morning of day 2.
Yeah.
Well, is this person I don't remember exactly. Is this person only operating in like Delang? Are they like very local, or was it like a?
Yeah, she's a local.
Ah.
I'm afraid
so a favor's not that useful.
I'm afraid your good words may have to be to. I digress. We'll be leaving. Our ship leaves tonight.
Oh well, that is
tomorrow. No, tonight.
Tomorrow.
Sorry, I've been up all night.
Oh, of course. Well, that is a shame. I don't have any other credits to give you.
Out of character, she's rich and I need equipment.
Are there any local shops or
Well, we did just get
that you?
What I'm getting as a player is that Lazy Bones also doesn't want to hand out a shit ton of credits to us right away.
Not necessarily. She just doesn't have any more credits to give you.
Yeah, she just her pockets are. Well, we'll be here for another day, and we could always use some better equipment.
Oh well, I could send some. Yes.
Care packages.
No, I could spread some words around and see if I can't pull some strings for you. Tell you what, next time you go shopping in some more of the boutique places, drop my name and tell them that I'm a friend of yours, and you should be able to get a discount of sorts. How does that sound?
Thank you.
Of course. Have a good night, and it is a pleasure doing business with you.
It was a pleasure.
Ta-ta. And she turns on her heel and walks back into the very, like, it's like a Cadillac of air speeders. And the man in the black suit just kind of, like, stares all of you down for a moment, climbs into the driver's seat, and it takes off and flies away.
I really, really hate all of that.
So, mechanically, for the next shopping roll that you all take, and you can, give this to someone else, the next shopping roll that you do will be one less difficulty die associated on it.
Cool.
So things are easier to find.
Thank you.
We should use that if we need a rare item before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
Gunner.
Right.
is-
I should clarify that, like, on delaying. You can't take this somewhere
I
else.
assumed as much.
Yeah.
So
You
you know.
heard of Marcus? Gunner is tired. Gunner has had 3 things he does not like happen to 4 things because Echo got shot too. Gunner is not having
Bad
a
night.
great- Gunner is actually ecstatic that there was only 1 casualty, and it is hard to get his excitement down for blowing up a truck. But Gunner would like to go home and take a nap.
A nap.
Are we walking?
Yeah.
Is there a cab system?
Oh yeah,
on
there's
this planet?
a cab. So you confirmed the payment, 10,000 credits.
The image of all of us crammed into a cab.
it's a Uber Black. It's Uber
I'm
XL.
just imagining like an NYC taxi.
Yellow taxi cab. There's 5 of you. I don't think
With no wheels.
with no wheels.
A
Exactly.
floating taxi cab. Yep. God, no.
Mhm.
We're not that far from it, right? Like walking back isn't.
It would take like an hour to walk back.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, if we can get a ride, that's better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Either way, we find our way back.
Exactly.
Just made
The-
10,000. We're not peasants anymore. We're not going to walk with our legs.
We're rich.
Uh,
We can ascend.
How much credits is that for each of us then? Math is hard.
Well, we cut Chicks out because he didn't do anything.
Jix got us the deal,
He
and
did
Jix
get
got
us
us
the deal.
extra credits.
It's true.
Jix, as far as I can tell, is an NPC who gives us jobs. I'm not sure if he's a player or not.
Oh,
No, I really miss him. I really want him to be here.
yeah. So 10,000, and there's 5 of us.
Yep,
So
so
2,000 each.
2,000 each.
Nice.
A tidy
Excellent.
profit.
Very good. Yeah. This
There's
is.
too much money.
I need money for something, so this is good for me.
Yeah, well, I'm not giving you.
I'm not asking for your money, punk.
Don't want to.
Fight me. Actually, it's probably a bad idea. Let's not fight each other.
Yes.
Verbally, maybe. Physically, no.
So, back on the ship, there's someone on Gangplank watch who's just sitting on like a folding chair at the bottom of the gangplank to get back on the ship, and he's
Hey,
just
Joel.
like, hey,
How was the night?
well, it's been boring.
Mhm.
Aaron, you look like shit. What happened? Sorry, excuse me. You look like Druck. What happened?
I'll tell you about it at our weekly drinking sessions with the rest of the security folks.
You got it.
It's a pretty fun story, but poor Echo got shot.
What?
Quick question: how many natural hands does Joel have?
How many natural hands?
Yeah.
He's a Zexto, so he's got 4 arms and 4 hands.
Got it.
Yeah. A Zexto named Joel. That's gonna be my next character. Yeah, he's like, he shrugs with his top set of shoulders, and I was like, "Wait, Echo got shot?"
With the further reminder of this world is turned to Echo and goes, "See me in the med bay."
And I will do so.
All right. How many wounds do you currently have right now?
Good question. I think it's 2
Well, you
after
had-
the stem pack.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was 10 total. You had some soak,
Yeah, 3 soak. So
it's 2
7,
after the
and
stim
heal 2.
pack.
Yeah, 2 left.
but I'll make a medicine check to get that healed up, because why not? I get to roll dice. I like it.
Yes. So I think that's just an easy medicine check.
And I get a boost.
A boost. There you
Yep.
go.
They're all healed up.
Yay.
Because I have surgeon as well, so that increases the number.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you. I don't want to get shot again. That wasn't fun.
Unfortunately, that what was it? The Deveronian was like.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
Unfortunately, that Deveronian was correct. I'll keep you in one piece.
Thank you.
Go get rest.
You too.
And is there anything else we would like to do before we progress to the next day?
Nope.
I
Except
think
brood.
I was going to say yes. Gunnar would like to pour himself a drink. Does my room have a window?
You do not. It does not have a porthole,
Did not
unfortunately.
expect that.
No.
In which case, I will take my. I'm just going to make up terms: Corellian Scotch
Oh yeah.
and or Corotch. Scotch is
Crotch.
I would rather not take my crotch with me.
A nice.
Oh, you're gonna leave it behind?
Nice tall glass of crotch.
We have the. If you still have any of that Corellian whiskey, I don't know if you would have burned through it by now.
Gunnar would have. It was nice. Gunnar has plenty of regular alcohol to drink.
Fair enough.
Gunnar does not take a draft of the expensive stuff. That's for celebration. So it takes his medium level of drink and gonna go out onto the. I guess is there like a exterior deck to the ship? I want to
doesn't
lean
make any
over a
sense.
railing and drink alcohol. Is there a
You
place on the ship I can do
You
that?
can go onto the bridge and like lean out the front window, you know.
There are people on the bridge. I want to be alone.
Yeah, there's like a there's kind of like a bit of an exterior deck.
Maybe near like the loaded where stuff would be like loaded. There's a little
Yeah,
bit.
where like the gangplank would be, or the passerelle, if you want to be a technical terms.
I'll go to the passerelle.
Mhm.
Just sip and think for about a half an hour before I go to sleep.
So by the time Aaron walks back inside, the sun is just starting to come up. You all sleep pretty heavily. Go ahead and recover 1 wound and all of your strain. Unless you're Vrel, then you get to recover 2 wounds because Trandoshans.
Actually, didn't take any wounds or strain.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. And the next day rises. There's a bit more activity on the boat or on the Emperor Leopold, as like space station repair crews are now patching up the hole and other systems that were damaged in the last fight. So it's loud. There's the sounds of machinery, like grinding and welding. It's a buzz of activity on the ship, but there are none of you have any assigned duties, and you have another day. The ship leaves, and it leaves at 10:30 planet time, 10:30 p.m. planet time.
All right. Well, do we have any big fancy things we want to use that on before we lose the bonus? I personally vote that it goes to Echo if Echo has something he wants to buy.
I'm still looking for a utility arm.
Yeah,
if nobody else wants
all
it.
of you can use it once. It's not just
Let's see
one.
what.
Oh, okay.
All
Party.
good.
It was all right. I didn't know if it was a one or everyone gets one.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one. You should use it for that intelligent toolbox.
Yes, I will. I am looking for the intelligence toolbox and the utility arm, and I will use her favor on the toolbox.
Okay.
Because holy crap,
It's so cool.
I think the rarity is 8.
It's a rarity. It's very hard to get, but
Yeah.
we can try.
So it'd be down to rarity 6, technically. It's just
Yeah, if it
reduced
reduces
one
it
difficulty.
by 1 difficulty, which is good.
All right, so what's my difficulty on that?
3 purples.
3 purples, and what's the check? I can't remember.
Negotiation.
Negotiation.
I gotta see what I can find.
Any objections to me using a light side token on this?
No?
Make it so.
Make it so. I forget how much those costs. The intelligent
2,500.
toolbox. Okay.
All right. Sure. Here we go.
Alrighty. Nice. So you find it, but it is 5% more expensive.
Alrighty.
So, quick maths. If it's 2,500,
2,625.
226.25. Yep.
Right.
Math.
Make a note of that, and I'll fix that later. And then what's the difficulty for rarity 3?
Rarity 3. I think it's technically a simple. It's a simple check. If, well, no, you used your -1 difficulty die. Yeah. So it is just an easy negotiation check to find it.
Let me check the price on the ad, make sure I can afford both. Yeah, okay. And
Nice. You find it. Got yourself a utility arm.
all right, any adjustment on the price?
Nope. Just flat. However much it is. I think it's 1,000 credits.
2,000.
2,000. Well.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Echo's
That's all
a
the
little
shopping
broke.
for Black Phil. Yep.
Anyone else looking for anything specific?
What's the deal on restricted items?
So you can use it on that as well because she is kind of a crime lady of crime.
Lady.
And but to find a restricted item, it is a streetwise check to find it.
Alright, well, I've got some... I have a rank of streetwise, so that's pretty good.
Excellent.
I have 2 restricted items that I'm interested in. They kind of go together for me.
Alrighty.
One is the Poison Reservoir modification, which I believe I have a hard point for. Let me just check. No, that's not how you spell that. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, Poison Reservoir modification. And the other thing I wanted was a synthetic neuroparalytic. The synthetic neuroparalytic is rarity 6. The Poison Reservoir is rarity 5. I think those are both in the same category.
Yes.
So I suppose...
Yeah, so you can spend it once to reduce the difficulty of one item.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out... Don't think it really matters which I use it on. I'm just gonna roll the 2 checks. First one will be on... I guess the neuroparalytic still has uses even without the Poison Reservoir, whereas the Poison Reservoir has no uses if I don't have poison. So I'll spend it on that one first.
Alrighty.
So that'll reduce the check, or reduce the difficulty on this one, so it's just 2 perps.
Yep.
Cool. Let's try. Ah.
Shucks.
Wah, wah.
Mhm.
Does that mean I can't try again ever? Or do I have to go to a completely new place to find it?
Yeah, you'd have to go somewhere else to find it. It's not like this one specific shop you went to. You know, Poisons R Us didn't have it. It's just like you looked around and you couldn't find any place that sold it.
Okay.
And I'm going to spend those thrusts to be like, you were really conspicuous while doing it, and everyone kind of thinks you're a cop now. So take a setback on your next check to find a restricted item.
Well, I'm not gonna bother looking for the Poison Reservoir now. I don't even have any poison to use with it, so forget about it. Especially if I'm starting to be seen as conspicuous, then yeah, I'm just gonna head back and get ready to leave.
Okay. Anyone else?
See what I'm going for with that, though?
Mhm.
And have cool handmade needle gloves.
For the fighter we lost, did we replace that here in town?
Yeah, actually you could. And in fact, I would imagine that Captain Ondu is working on securing another Z95 As far as fighters go, they're, you know, pretty cheap, and it's certainly well within the operating expenses to purchase another one.
Got it. And is there a? I'm looking at a lot of stuff that I could buy for me, but is there anything I could buy for one of the fire? If I'm like a designated fire pilot kind of thing, and I assume like, is there any upgrades I could buy for it? Anything? I'm looking at the ship upgrade list. Would that really be something that I would spend, or would that be like I can't really modify the ship that's not mine kind of thing?
Yeah, it's not your specific fighter,
Yeah.
so it's yeah. So you know, if there was something that you would want, you would have to speak to the captain about getting.
Got it.
You would have to make a requisition request.
Got it.
Which
I will not.
Involves paperwork.
I was gonna say let's avoid paperwork for now. Where was that? I just saw it. I'd like to try and find a optical camouflage system.
Okay.
Ooh,
We
that's
haven't
expensive.
we haven't done much snecking, but I'm actually the sneaky boy. So
You are a pretty sneaky lad.
I mean, you know my background.
Yes.
Oops.
Let me look that up. How much is it, and what's the rarity?
The optical, the price is. Do I have enough? Hold on.
5,500 is what I'm seeing it
Yeah,
as.
I'm a little shy. Never mind.
Hmm.
I'm,
Yeah, it's a
j-
pricey one.
I'm like 200 credits shy.
Take a loan.
Get help if you ask.
That Duncan
Aw.
feels just Gunner. Let me see if I can find it first, and then we'll see how much it actually costs, because the rarity might increase it. And if it's just the 200, I may ask Echo, hey bud, can I owe you a little bit? I'll pay it back with interest.
Yeah,
Another thing is make sure you have armor that has hard points for it. It requires 2 hard points to install.
Yeah, that's true.
Then I have armored clothing, which just has 1 hard point. I'm learning
you're gonna
so
need
much
to-
about this game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've got to level up one of my mechanics things before I can attach my arm.
you can attach your armor.
Would heavy battle armor change anything about my ability to sneak?
Only if it would say sometimes the armor has like a
Yeah.
inflict setback dice. If it doesn't say that, then no.
No, you're good to go.
It's definitely a nice
Mike,
investment too.
Mike, narratively,
hmm
if I succeeded on getting heavy battle armor,
hmm
would I stand out like way too much?
Yes, you would be pretty conspicuous.
Got
It's
it,
like a
got
big
it.
old command.
That's
down.
just
Mhm.
yeah. I'm looking at the picture. I really want it, but I don't think it's right for the angle of gunner I'm going. So I would like to just buy bombs.
Some old frag grenades.
I was gonna say,
Actually,
if you
Calm
are
Jammer.
looking for a reasonably affordable armor that gives you stealthy stuff, there's the Stuckian Shadow Suit.
Mhm.
It gives you 2 boost dice on stealth checks. It's not bad.
I can also speak from experience. Making your own armor is very good if you have a talented mechanic.
Well, I got to see on the Twitch where we are.
Yes.
Shifty eyes.
All right, then I'd like to pursue the purchasing of. Go with my second plan then, because I don't have the stuff for that. I want to pursue some night vision goggles, but for my rarity, I'd like to try and find a. Okay, I've read it like 6 times. Comm Scrambler versus Comm Jammer. What is the functional mechanical difference, Mike?
Yeah, let me actually look this up.
It might not be much of one. Sometimes they
Yeah,
get a little weird.
there's a
I mean,
lot of
600
things.
credits is the difference between the two of them.
Let's see. Jammer, Scrambler. Let's see. Countering a comm jammer.
Jambler.
It
Yes.
requires a
I think
computer
one's
check.
for sending, one's for receiving,
Maybe.
one's for like general
Oh,
making nobody talk.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
one's for you
Scrambler
can't
protects
understand
yours.
me.
yeah. The Scrambler it encrypts your transmissions.
Whereas Jammer interferes with enemy transmissions.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Got it. I'd like to.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna take at least one rank in Tinkerer. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to take a second one. I will
up
be
to
able
you.
to after this session.
Crafting, very good in this game.
Yes.
It's
I
kind
know I'm
of-
going to take one because I meant to before we started, but I forgot to burn that 5 experience from last week.
Mhm.
So I've got at least one already coming, so I can take another one if I need to.
Yeah, I'd like to look into getting a. If it's okay, I'd like to look into getting a. Real quick, what is a flesh camouflage set? Because that
Ooh.
sounds really gross.
I think it's,
Flesh
like-
camouflage.
Yeah.
Probably for like modifying like your face.
Yeah, if you're like a, if you're something like a chiss,
Yeah.
it's like the Mission Impossible masks is basically
yeah.
basically how I imagine
Grody.
they are. Yeah,
I
exactly.
failed my grenade check yesterday. Can I try it again to get more grenades, or would
Yeah.
that be no?
No, you can go ahead and go for that. It's a new day.
All right.
You know, you can ask some new people. You got a new name to drop.
I would like to. Hello, I work for the Marquis. Can I have explosives? Is what I just walked out to the middle of the town.
Yes, one explosives, please.
2. I'm feeling spendy. I would like to buy a. I would like to pursue first, though, using my bonus. I'd like to pursue getting a comm jammer.
Okay. What rarity are those?
They are a rarity of 3. Is that worth doing the thing?
That would knock it down to just a simple check, which, for purchasing things, I just say you automatically succeed on. So you could use it to just get one. I'll allow that. Without having to roll.
Before I do that, let's see what the grenades are. I want gotta be.
Frags are rarity 6, I believe.
They're rarity 5.
Oh, rarity 5.
I'll use it on the grenades because that makes more sense.
Okay, so just an easy negotiation check. Find yourself some grenades.
Easy.
Easy.
Can I take the last light side point? Because I'm not very good at things.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, I'm not planning on throwing any big checks at anyone for the remainder of the session. I'm not that evil.
But if anyone has something else that they really want to buy, they would probably benefit more. I can find grenades elsewhere. So
Sorry about that.
No, go ahead.
I mean, we started the session with 1, so I mean,
so upgrade that. And it was easy check or
Yep.
immediate
Easy.
for the grenades.
Yeah, 1 purple.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, thank God.
You find so you can buy up to 10.
All right, I will buy 3.
3 already.
And then I'd like to make a check for
grenades.
the comm jammer real quick.
Alrighty, I believe it's rarity 4. There's
Yes.
a lot of gear in this game.
a whole lot.
Yes.
Yes, rarity 4.
All right.
And thank you, Kelsey, for pointing out that toolbox for me.
It's fun.
Difficult to check as a rarity 4.
It is 2 purples. Excuse me.
Got it.
Oh, nice, you got it. That is 5% more expensive, so that's like it's like 420 credits.
Got it.
Laser.
420.
All right. Thank you.
Now all my mechanics checks have a boost die and halftime.
There you go.
Nice.
Where that comes in really big is with crafting, because crafting you can sing. Crafting takes a lot of time into it.
And half cost because I'm a gearhead.
There you go. See,
I am the crafter.
yeah, crafting is really good.
So y'all let me know. After next session, I'll be able to add 2 hard points to anything y'all need.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Is that not?
That's the
I think it's Tinker.
Yeah,
I think
Tinker.
you add it to an item you use.
Let's see. Technician.
I don't believe it's you can just give hard points to anything. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
like a
right. Okay, I
yeah,
misread
it's for
that.
it's
Yeah.
for yourself, but that's fine. It's still pretty good. You can definitely just trick yourself out with something fancy. It's a good.
All right, well, I'm only going to boost one of
Like,
mine, so I'll take another tinker if somebody wants it.
I don't know if it works for other people. I think it only works for things
Huh?
you use, but we can talk about that after the session.
Yeah, so we can
Mhm.
offline, as they say.
Anything else that people are looking for?
Besides the realization that I need extra rounds, apparently, um,
Yeah.
which I will buy, but I have not been able to find because I've been looking at other stuff. I think I'd like if I can find them smuggler's trench coat.
Okay. Smuggler's trench coat. Get you all those pockets.
And also a point of defense would be nice.
Yes. How much is a smuggler's trench coat?
It's 1,650 credits, and it is a rarity of 7.
Ooh. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and roll for. Are you using your favor?
Yeah, probably. Since that's like the most rare thing I could find that I would want. Might as
Might as
well.
well.
Alright, so what would I be rolling again?
Negotiation, and it would be a medium difficulty negotiation.
Alright, this is gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
One success.
Very nice. Look at you,
Nice, nice, nice.
Mr. Business.
He comes back in a suit.
Yes, with a very handsome jacket.
By the way, since you said you couldn't find it, extra reloads are rarity 1, 25 credits,
Exactly.
1 encumbrance per extra set of reloads.
Yeah, you won't
Cool.
need a check to find him. You just
Mhm.
get him.
I'd like to
Cool,
pick
cool.
some up then, too.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
know, so many
and
credits each.
they're
25.
25, encumbrance 1, so make sure you're keeping track of that as well.
It's like a
Mhm.
little battery pack or something.
Exactly.
Some D batteries.
Yeah.
Heavy duty batteries.
Yeah, exactly.
And what was the other thing I was looking at that like was definitely going to be easier to find?
I'm like 80% sure the only reason they have encumbrance is to stop people from just stocking up on like 100 extra reloads because they're really cheap.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
Um,
10 of an encumbrance 0 item is 1 encumbrance. So just
Oh, really?
Yep.
Ugh, that's
to
even
know.
more bookkeeping. I don't want to do that. That's
Yep.
annoying.
Do they get used up when you use them?
They do.
Yes.
Cool. Cool.
I also would like to look for tracker's goggles, which are 600 credits, rarity of 5,
Be right back.
Alrighty.
which would be the same roll.
Yep, same roll.
Nope.
Nope, unfortunately not.
Rip.
No gaggles for you.
Tragic. I'll try elsewhere.
Alrighty. So you spend the day shopping.
Spend a few hours shopping.
Yeah, spend a few hours shopping. I would say, everyone probably got rolling at about like 10 a.m., 11. So you spend the afternoon shopping. So by the time you're done, it's about 4:30 or 5, and you have the evening to go about your business and do whatever you'd like.
I'm good just waiting till the ship takes off.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing left to do.
Anything else anyone would like to do?
Not at this moment, no.
Alrighty. So all of you, load back up in the afternoon, load back up to the Emperor Leopold, and take off, fly away. The ship breaches atmosphere, goes into space, and you punch in coordinates for the next leg of your contract, which is a convoy escort. To escort several mining ships through an asteroid field, and by escort, it is the typical definition of escorting through an asteroid field is blowing up the asteroids so that the mining ship can get through. And Captain Andu comes over the intercom and says, "I hope everybody had a relaxing time. And now it is time to get back to work. Into the void, into the future, into good fortune. All hands prepare to jump to light speed." And the ship powers up, shoots into light speed off towards the coordinates to rendezvous with the convoy for the next leg of the contract.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to end today's session. So, great job, everyone. You solved my gun running puzzle with violence. Congratulations. So, real quick, let's go around and tell everyone who you are and where we can find more of you should the good people of the internet want. So let's go ahead and start with Aaron. Who are you, and where can people find more of you if you have any other internet presence?
I'm Duncan Hunter. I go by Too Much Thought. I have basically no other internet presence, and I'm playing Aaron Gunner, the human bounty hunter.
Alrighty, Echo.
Yes, I am JL Holloway, and I am Hall Hideaway on a bunch of Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Come say hi. We got 2 games tomorrow, 11 a.m., 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, Dungeons and Dragons. And see y'all later.
Exil.
I'm Necromatador on pretty much everywhere. Tumblr, Twitter, basically the 2 mains that I can be found on. My cat is yelling at me because it's almost dinner time. I draw, I talk about my other games, which are unfortunately not recorded or broadcast in any way, but I do talk about the dumb stuff we get up to, which is always fun. So yeah, come and find me on Twitter or Tumblr.
And Vrel.
I'm Kelsey. I go by Calcifer Rising on most social media, and I do a bit of art, a bit of D&D, and a bit of whatever else I fancy. Give me a follow if you want.
And I am Lazybones. You can find me here, Lazybones TV. With all of the quarantine going on, I'm probably going to be streaming video games.
Video game.
More often here rather than just this weekly game. You can also find me every other Friday at twitch.tv/dammitberry, where I play the young dumb swordsman Sospero, the Air Genasi Kensei monk. We're just wrapping up Ghosts of Saltmarsh here soon, so it should be fun. Who knows? He'll probably die. He's really dumb. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. In case you tuned in late, you can catch the full broadcast getting uploaded on my YouTube channel, which is also Lazybones TV. So I will see you all then. And please be safe, social distance, wash your damn hands, don't touch your damn face. So, all right, everyone. Bye.
Just wash my hands first.
Yeah. I'll see you all next week. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.